So last week, Netflix released an animated musical known as Vivo, and the other night I finally got around to watching it, and I finally get to review it. Last night I ended up watching another movie for a review that I'll probably be getting into later, so I didn't end up filming, so I'm doing it now. And if you guys don't already know, Netflix has a bad track record and I've been doing this for over a year, and I've encountered many Netflix movies. Mostly last year because theaters were mostly shut down and most stuff was going to streaming services, and Netflix was where I got most of my content, especially for my channel, especially since most of those movies were really bad, and they garnered a lot of the views that I get. And what I'm noticing is that when I hate a movie that people like is when I get a lot of my views. Like my most viewed review on this channel is Secret Magic Control Agency, which was a Netflix animated film that came out just a few months ago. And that's already garnered over almost 400 views somehow. How is that one the most viewed? I don't get it, but I'm not going to complain. And last year, I encountered so many bad Netflix films. I don't think there was a single good one. There was Eurovision, which was the second worst film of the year, which I thought was going to be the first, but Songbird came out of nowhere. And then there was Feel the Beat and Work It, two awful dance movies. And then there was Animal Crackers, which nearly broke me because it was so stupid. And then this year, no, Outside the Wire was horrible. Malcolm and Marie was terrible. Secret Magic Control Agency was bland and just boring. And then there's Mitchell vs. the Machines, which I saw getting like widespread critical acclaim. I thought it was okay. It was fine. It was, for Netflix, it was actually pretty good, but as a film in general, it was okay. So now we get to Vivo, which is an animated musical with Lin-Manuel Miranda, and if you don't know who that is, he wrote the songs for Moana. He made Hamilton, if you don't know that, and he's going to be like he's writing the new songs for the live action Little Mermaid. He's done a lot of other stuff, but that's kind of the stuff you'd probably recognize his name from. So, and yeah, the second I saw that this was a Netflix movie, I instantly thought it was going to be bad. I saw the trailer and I'm like, okay, this looks fine, I guess. It looks like it could be passable. Like, normally their animated films are generally harmless. Even Animal Crackers, to other people, it can be harmless. For me, it was incredibly, like, mind-breaking. Like, it kind of broke me. I don't know what about it. It was just so overly stupid that I couldn't handle it. But it's pretty inoffensive, at least. And the Secret Magic Control Agency, it's bad, but it's passable. Oh, and then there's Troll Hunters Rise of the Titans. I just completely forgot about that. I forgot that was a Netflix film. That one's actually legitimately good. That was great, especially since it came off. I've started watching Troll Hunters, and I've just started season 2, and it's actually a really good show. So no wonder the movie turned out pretty good. And it would be probably the second best film of the year. I can't get over that ending. I just can't. I know every time I bring up the film, I always have to shit on the ending. I can't get over how bad that ending was. If the season 4 is actually coming out, it better fix their shit. So I've ranted about Netflix films enough. Let's get to Vivo. About a monkey? It's some kind of monkey. I don't remember what it is. It's some kind of weird word. And I made this review yesterday. I would be able to tell you. It's some like little yellow monkey that's like the size of my head. It's that small, and it's voiced by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And he goes of it after his owner dies. I didn't expect that, especially 10 minutes in. That shocked me. After his owner dies, he goes to deliver the song that he wrote for the person he loved years ago to give to her at her farewell performance. Oh boy, that's all things considered. The movie is not very complicated, and it's also not that bad. There are, of course, problems with it, but it was actually a pretty okay film. I know. Like, I just went on a whole rant on how Netflix films are bad usually, but this year seems to be trying to break the mold with Mitchell vs. Machines, Troll Hunters, and now this. Because, like I said, I saw a comment that said, I'm pretty sure Netflix just makes films when they're bored. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true, but this one feels like they actually had some ambition for this movie. Now, so yeah, the voice acting was all fine. The animation's pretty good, and the score is actually really good. Is really good, and it's actually something I actually noticed. The songs are fine; they're serviceable enough, except for like so pretty much all of them are on the same level. They're all fine. Some of them are actually pretty good, but the rest are just fine, except for one. And it's the song that Gabby, who the little girl that Vivo ends up traveling with, her first song in this is awful. It's so annoying, and the actress, who apparently can sing, she does other singing in the movie, and she does perfectly fine, but here, she's not even singing as much as she's just yelling everything. And to add insult to injury, the song plays during the credits. Because I guess my patience is a joke to Netflix. So yeah, the songs are good. Pretty much all the basics you would need for this film are fine. The cast is fine. The story's fine. It does have some issues. Like one, I will say, it was pretty ballsy that in this animated film to have the owner just straight up die out of nowhere. I didn't know why Vivo was going to deliver this song to the person in when I was watching the trailer. I had no idea why he was doing this. But damn, I wasn't expecting this, and I'm glad they went, and I actually am glad they went this route, because the route I thought they were going to go would have been incredibly stupid. So, I like what the story within. It did exceed my expectations. This was better than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting much, and I got a bit more than I had been anticipating. But yeah, like I said, there were problems. Like, that one song is awful, and the fact that they play it twice was insult to injury. There's also these weird, like, Girl Scouts that keep following them, and they're annoying as hell. Like, I know there's supposed to be, like, this annoying distraction, so that's basically chasing them out. I know why they're doing this, but man, they could have been cut out. You easily could have cut them out and not missed a thing. And two, they are so irritating, especially the leader. I don't know if they did this intentionally, but even if they did do it intentionally, it's over the top as hell. It is too annoying. Like, I couldn't stand it. I wanted the snake to eat them. Who's voiced by Michael Rooker, by the way. That's freaking awesome. I wanted the snake to eat them. I really did. And the one thing I will say about the snake, it looks weird. Like, it's a big snake, I know that, but it has like a bigger head than it should. The head looks so disproportionate to the rest of its body. It looks like the head is too big. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but it seemed like the proportions of the snake weren't quite right. But with all that said, yeah, this is a fine film. It's the best way to describe this film is cute. Best way to describe it. And honestly, is that a bad thing? No, it's not. Overly sappy would be a problem, and this movie almost has that problem every once in a while, but it's never like... You ever heard of the movie Troll in Central Park? It's never that bad. So, yeah, that's really all I've got for Vivo. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. This was a perfectly okay film. So, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button down below, subscribe for more reviews like this. Comment down below, what do you think of Vivo? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you kind of in the middle like me? So, yeah, that's all I've got. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go watch Sweet Girl. What am I doing?